What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I gotta call it what it is, man. A lot of high profile individuals or other comedians and so on and so forth, a lot of people are growing jealous of Shannon Sharpe's success. Not just comedians, other athletes, etc. I see Brandon Marshall throwing shots. You got Corey Holcomb continuously throwing shots at Shannon Sharpe. Now you see Mike Epps throwing a shot at Shannon Sharpe in hopes of gaining some clout from the Club Shay Shay platform. And I'm not saying that Mike Epps was never successful, because he's been hugely successful, right? What he did from us first seeing him in Next Friday to the career that he has now, it's dope. You gotta salute it, right? He's been in an abundance of movies. He has several comedy specials, etc., and all of that. Even though I don't particularly find those comedy specials funny, as I've said before, he's had success. But I gotta call it for what it is, man. Even when Shannon Sharpe talked about, because today he addressed the conversation that he had with Mike, and Mike was telling him, hey, let's just have fun with this. Let's just have fun with this. That shows you that a person is saying, let's keep going to gain clout and notoriety and to gain traction for whatever special, whatever you got coming out. That's what Mike was looking to do, right? But it's a lot of people that just throwing hate in his direction. And Steven Jackson is another individual. What it is, man, look, I hate this. And a lot in our community, when a person is gaining success, see, we like for people to be successful, but not more successful than us. The moment Shannon started to not just eclipse them, but like to catapult way beyond what their platforms were doing, he started getting shots taken in every angle. And people were using certain interviews to justify their hate, right? It really wasn't about the interview per se. You already was hating, but you were using that little dumb interviews or whatever to try to throw hate in his direction. And I see that a lot, man. Like, the hate and negativity and the bullshit gotta stop. Also, man, I noticed this too. And I'm gonna talk about my Chicago brother, Corey Holcomb. He from Chicago, from the Robert Taylor Projects, just like my mama now. My mama, my auntie, and my grandma, my granddaddy, all of them from the Robert Taylors. I used to be in the Robert Taylors visiting, because my auntie, she was living in 5135, right diagonal across from Farron Elementary School. I don't even know if it's called John Farron anymore. Diagonal, she was in 5135. We used to get dropped off in front of Farron and walk to 5135. My auntie stayed on the 5th floor. She was babysitting us every day after school for a couple of years, right? And we used to be over there all the time in the building as well. She was in 5100 before that, or on the 15th floor in 5100. Anyway, Chicago brother, I think Corey is extremely funny. Like, he is a hilarious dude. But he got a hater gene in his body that I think won't allow him to get the success he wants. He keep talking about how he don't want mainstream success. Yes, he do. Because he wouldn't be mentioning how, Shannon ain't never bought me on his show. Why do you want to be on there and you keep calling the man gay? How do you think that man is going to say, okay, I'll invite you on my show. We can have a conversation. You can talk about your life and sit across from me on the couch, when you keep attacking that man's sexuality and the man just telling you he's not gay and you keep insinuating that he is and all that shit? Come on, dog. Come on. Why, when a person gets successful, in Corey's eyes, as soon as a person gets successful, they gay. Everybody gay to Corey. Everybody. And that hater gene in his body is going to stop the blessings that he want to get. I'm sorry. For real, because Corey, as funny as he is, dude got a lot of faulty shit in him. You saw it how he treated Zoe on the show. When he got into it with Zoe, out in everything, all of Zoe business. Trying to throw his business out there. Oh, hey, he depended on his woman and he ain't got no money and all. Just trying to do anything to besmirch his name and drag his name through the mud. And how you think you're going to have friendships after that? That's hoe shit. If I get into it with you and you start out in my business like a hoe do, like a broad do, that ain't solid. And I don't care, mother's going to tell me, oh, the 5150 people going to come over here too. I don't know, man, bro. I'm from Chicago, bro. You feel me? Like, a lot of these motherfuckers that be following behind Corey, some of them from Chicago, some of them not. But like when I say I'm from Chicago, I'm not saying I'm used to motherfuckers coming talking shit is what I'm saying. You feel me? That shit don't scare me. It don't bother me. I'm going to talk shit right back. You feel me? So, and I can identify Chicago dudes. Because Corey got that shit that a lot of Chicago dudes got up in them. Feel me? And it's a lot of good that come from the city. As you can see with Common, and Lupe Fiasco. It's a lot of solid brothers that come out of the crib. Wood Harris and his brother, and them, a lot of solid brothers that come from the city. But it's another portion of Chicago dudes that come out that hate on motherfuckers continuously. Throw shots, sneak diss. You know what I mean? They say joking things. They say hating shit in a joking way. Chicago got that bad. And he do that shit. Corey do that. You know what I mean? So I don't really care. 5150, I don't care. I'm telling you how it is. Corey he damages a lot of, he ruins a lot of opportunities that he could possibly have with the way he talks and stuff he says, the way he throws shots at people unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Like you want to, if you want to be, it's one thing if you really don't want to be on these platforms, or you really don't want to be at those heights. But I do think Corey wants to be at those heights. He just says he doesn't, because it validates him not getting to those points, to those levels, or to those peaks of success. But when you hear him say, he ain't brought me up on there, how you think he gonna bring you on there? He ain't brought me on there if you keep calling him gay. Like I said it in the previous video. But yeah, like the moment somebody gets successful, Corey, yeah, he gay. Bro, let's be for real, man. Cut it out, man. Corey got that hater shit up in him. He type of person, like you said, if he your friend, the moment he get into it with you every name in the book, and he'll say it publicly, trash you publicly, and then think you just gonna shake his hand and be solid with him. And Corey do certain shit he do. Corey been talking crazy. He talk crazy shit about Stephen A. Smith, but then when he sees Stephen A. Smith, he ain't got none of that smoke. He talking all that gorilla shit. You feel me? And then want to take a picture with him, shake his hand and shit. Like what? That's how you know he ain't standing on what he's standing on, what he really supposed to be standing on. If he really about what he's saying, but I think Corey want to be on Shannon Sharpe's podcast to help, and Corey has a big following already, but his following would be 10 times big. Well, I ain't gonna say 10 times, at least twice as big if he goes on Club Shay Shay and people hear him, because Shannon Sharpe's podcast got people from different demographics. For, of course, Black Americans. He got people who are not Black who are into football and just find him entertaining and they like to watch him. You got people who like to hear relationship advice that he gives, who like to just hear him story tell, right? And so there are people who never have heard Corey Holcomb before. And if he comes on the couch and tells his story and upbringing, people will probably like, because Corey sprinkled jokes into anecdotes that he gives, right? He'll sprinkle jokes into that, and people will be like, oh man, we gotta check him out. Corey know that. He knows that. But that's why he want to get on the show for real. But he trying to throw shots at Shannon. And I think it's because you ain't been on there and you just, you feel like that's a bigger way to get success or to get clout for your show. Either way, man, I don't think it's cool. Because that brother ain't said nothing crazy about you or, nothing off brand. He brought up the Taylor Swift and Beyonce comment, the segment that Shannon did. And he wasn't shading Beyonce. He was just keeping it real about why the NFL keeps showing Taylor Swift on the screen, because she generates more viewership than Beyonce does, which is a fact. Look at their numbers on Spotify. Look at the numbers they toured, the tour numbers, the comparison of tour numbers. I'm not even a Taylor Swift fan. I listen to Beyonce way quicker than I throw on some Taylor Swift. But I can acknowledge the numbers that we see. She moves the needle more than Beyonce in that aspect. Here come Corey Holcomb trying to flip it into some, why you even gotta say some shit? Like, why you even gotta say something like that? And like as if Shannon hating on Beyonce and trying to be cooning for the white woman, and that's not the case in that situation. It wasn't. You know what I mean? He was just explaining why the NFL continuously shows Taylor Swift, why they, favor her in that way, because she's driving in viewership for them and increasing merchandise sales. People buying Travis Kelce jerseys, Kansas City Chiefs gear, because she there. Beyonce fans wouldn't do that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. But yeah, man, like Corey feel a way too, because 5150 Podcast ain't got nearly as many followers or subscribers as Shannon Sharpe does. As Nightcap or Club Shay Shay's or Club Shay Shay has. They don't have nearly as many subscribers. And it's a lot of people who be hating on those type of things. Brandon Marshall, another one. B. Marshall throwing shots, way Shannon Sharpe talk, ooh. Bro, cut it out, man. You want to sit on that couch and talk to Shannon too. You want to be on there. You want to do a collaboration with his platform to help you get back to where you were, because your And it's again too. Brandon Marshall he a noob like me. He a brother Kappa Alpha Psi like I am, right? I got the Kappa diamond on my neck. And I was a big fan of Brandon Marshall's playing ability. Brandon Marshall was a dog on that field. Dog. Like 1,000 not 1,000, 100 catches through 3 different organizations. He had 100 catches on 3 different teams. You know, 100 catch seasons on 3 different teams. I believe I'm correct in that. With the Bears, was it with the Dolphins or was it with the Broncos? And then, yeah, 3 different organizations, I believe, right? Nonetheless, fan of Brandon Marshall, but when he got in that podcasting space, he messed up relationships that he had with a lot of people who was working on I Am Athlete, Shannon Crowder, Fred Taylor, even the people that were working in the background in production or whatever, or, you know, the people that shooting and stuff. And when those people left, things plummeted. And I don't wish success on no brother, no black man, let alone a brother Kappa Alpha Psi, but no black man, regardless of that, right? But Brandon played a hand in the demise of his platform, and allegedly, because all of the stories that we heard are all alleged from those people. I don't know it to be true, but Brandon has shown to be that's the word I'm looking for. Seem to be unhinged at times when certain things happen, or handle business a certain type of way. Either way, you throwing shots at Shannon Sharpe. Oh, he don't talk like a former player. He don't protect a player. He talk like he in the media, and that ain't how we supposed to be talking. Bro, stop trying to, you want to create some views for your show. You mad because he surpassed your show, and you hating because he took the spot that you was filling at one point. He took it out, not only just because he's good, but because you messed up relationships allegedly with the other co-hosts that you had on your show. Steven Jackson, you mad because, and I don't know, you shouldn't be hating at all. You mad because Shannon is a big fan of LeBron James. So you feel a way about that for whatever reason. I don't know. You love Kobe so much. You don't want him to say he's above Kobe. You don't want Shannon to say LeBron is above Kobe. But you shouldn't be hating because he helped to turn your platform up when All the Smoke was in its infant stages. When Kobe first started, Shannon came on All the Smoke, and I think he gave them their highest rated and their highest viewed interview ever with 8 million views. But he was steady throwing shots. You mad because he took off above where y'all at too. And I got a lot of love. I respect Matt Barnes a lot because Matt Barnes don't be no hater and he do the platform right. But a lot of y'all dudes hating on Shannon's success, and that's it. That's all. Nothing more to it.